If this message reaches you, it is meant for you. For anyone seeking inner peace today, you are not the mind. Listen, there are moments in life when truth doesn't whisper. It arrives like a quiet earthquake. A shift so subtle yet so powerful it cracks open the floor beneath everything you thought you knew about God, prayer, life, and even your own identity. And what I am about to share with you is not theology, not theory, not philosophy floating in the clouds, but the kind of inner knowing that breaks lifelong patterns, heals deep wounds, restores the heart, and reawakens a part of your soul you thought was lost forever. Because when Jesus said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life," he wasn't offering a religious slogan or a poetic metaphor. He was revealing the operating system behind spiritual transformation, the principle that allowed him to calm storms, heal sickness, lift the broken, and speak life into the lifeless. And here is the truth the world overlooks: the presence he spoke from, the power he lived from, is the very same presence quietly alive inside you right now. To understand it, you must understand the meaning of I am. When we hear the words I am, we think of personality statements. I am tired. I am stressed. I am happy. I am overwhelmed. But Jesus wasn't referring to human moods. He wasn't talking about identity as a personality or a role. He was pointing to the eternal presence that animates every being, the living essence we call God. He was saying, the same life that breathes through me breathes through you. This isn't poetry. This isn't metaphor. This is the hidden engine of spiritual power, the truth Joel Goldsmith spent decades uncovering. Most people believe their problems come from the outside: money, stress, relationships, health, heartbreak. But Goldsmith revealed something far more profound. Our deepest suffering comes from forgetting who we truly are. We live as if we are separate from God, begging, hoping, pleading for something outside us to fix us, heal us, save us, or change our luck. But here's the miracle. You have never been separate. Not for a second. Not for a breath. The same I am that spoke through Jesus is speaking through the core of your being right now. And when you forget this truth, life becomes heavy, painfully heavy. Let me tell you a story. There was a man from Ohio who had what looked like a perfect American life. Stable job, good house, 2 kids, weekend barbecues, laughter in the living room. Until one day everything collapsed. Job gone. Savings evaporated. Stress drowning the family. His marriage strained to breaking. He prayed every prayer he knew. God, please fix this. Please save me. Please give me a chance. But nothing changed. One night, sitting alone in his parked car at a gas station, tears streaming, he whispered, I am broken. I am finished. I am nothing. And in that moment, something struck him. He wasn't describing his experience, he was declaring it. He was attaching the infinite I am to pain, and life was simply echoing it back. That night became his turning point. Instead of begging for change, he sat still and whispered, I am held. I am guided. I am not alone. No fireworks. No angelic visions. But something shifted. The heavy fog began to lift. Within weeks, a job opportunity appeared, unexpected and better than the one he lost. His relationship softened. His confidence returned. Not because he forced the storm to end, but because he stopped identifying as the storm. And this is the mistake most of us make. We misuse I am all day long. I am tired. I am broke. I am unlucky. I am always struggling. And then we wonder why life keeps mirroring limitation. Goldsmith called this the mistaken identity, because the true I in you, the divine presence, can never be tired, never broke, never small, never unloved. It is infinite life itself. Affirmations try to make something true. I am rich. I am healed. I am strong. But Goldsmith revealed something deeper. Affirmations try to convince the mind. Recognition awakens the soul. You don't create truth, you remember it. You don't force light, you remove what blocks it. Let me share another story. A woman in Texas carried a 15-year wound, betrayal that shattered her trust and left her heart hardened. She prayed to forgive. She begged for peace. She tried therapy, journaling, even new relationships. But the bitterness stayed. One day she heard a teaching that said, "You cannot forgive from pain. You forgive from presence." Something inside her cracked open. She placed her hand on her heart and whispered, "I am love, not wounded love, not broken love, just love." For the first time in years, she felt compassion, not for the person who hurt her, but for herself. The healing didn't happen overnight, but over months the grip of resentment loosened, not by effort, but by remembrance. Goldsmith taught a transformative practice called the pause. When fear rises, pause. When anger burns, pause. When anxiety tightens your chest, pause. Don't react. Don't fight. Don't beg. Simply pause. And remember, I am is here. In that single breath, the false identity loses power. The mind's noise dissolves, and truth begins to rise. You don't fix the outer world first. You remember who you are, and the outer world rearranges itself. Let me share another real story. A businessman in California tried 4 businesses in 5 years. All failed. Debt rising. Shame crushing. One night, exhausted on the floor of his apartment, he whispered, "Why is this happening? Why can't I succeed?" There was no answer, just silence. But in that silence, something shifted. Instead of asking for success, he asked, "Who is the I that wants success?" And he realized the I he thought he was, the stressed, hustling, grinding, desperate person, wasn't the real him. It was just a costume. Within a year, a new business idea came alive in him, one aligned with his actual gifts. And that business succeeded, not because he worked harder, but because he remembered he was the ocean, not just the wave. This is what Jesus meant when he said, "I am the light of the world." He didn't mean his world, he meant your world. Your inner world, your emotional world, your spiritual landscape. Peace begins the moment you stop chasing light and start remembering that you are the light. When symptoms show up in the body, this teaching doesn't ask you to ignore them or deny them or pretend nothing is wrong. You respect doctors. You honor healing. But you refuse to identify with the condition. The body reports an experience. But the I am in you, the true self, is untouched. And healing begins from within, slowly for some, quickly for others, but always from identity, not effort. Let me tell you about a military veteran. He carried invisible wounds, nightmares, anxiety, guilt deeper than words. Therapy helped, but the root remained. One day, during meditation, he heard these words echo inside, "You are not your trauma. You are not your memories. You are I am." Tears streamed down his face, not from pain, but from release. He practiced the pause every day, not perfectly, but faithfully. Little by little, his heart softened, his nights calmed, his relationships healed, his life opened again. Not because he forced healing, but because he remembered who he was beneath the pain. Practice this truth in daily moments. When you wake up, don't rise as a stressed person stepping into survival mode. Wake as presence. I am is awake here. When you eat, remember, I am is the life that sustains me. When you work, I am is the intelligence acting through me. When fear appears, I am is the only presence here. Quietly, softly, again and again. And slowly, you will notice something remarkable. You complain less, fear less, react less. Because you are no longer a person trying to be spiritual, you are spirit appearing as a person. The wave hasn't lost its shape, but it has remembered it is the ocean. If you feel something stirring in your heart right now, a warmth, a soft peace, that's not emotion, that's remembrance. You are not a person searching for God. You are the divine presence discovering itself as you. If this message touched something deep within you, type in the comments, I am awake to my true self. And if you want more teachings that turn ancient wisdom into practical daily transformation, make sure you subscribe and tap the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. This community isn't trying to get closer to God. We're remembering that God has always been the life within us. You are not here by accident. You are here because something within you is waking up. Subscribe now. And let's walk this path together.